Okay, let's watch some Italian league, and it is Trentino versus Modena here, and very good teams. And the reason I'm watching it is partially because it's an upset, in my opinion. Trento is supposed to beat Modena. Great game, regardless. Should be, anyways. Davi Skiba, the young outside from Belarus. Tizi Ulau from France, a nice setter. He's a big, tall setter. Porro, an outside from Italy, I believe. Bucheger, he's from whatever, I don't remember. Micheletto, the Italian unicorn. Spertoli, the secondary Italian setter on the national team. Italian, French, and then Perry is a Australian libero. But two good teams. Let's get into it. Starting off, Spertoli, he's going to reverse float a lot of times. Really good pass here by Davi, but he's like, I don't know, 22 years old or something, super young. Gets blown up. It's a big serve, but he just puts it high. It doesn't have to be perfectly perfect to be in system. They're able to run in the middle. Good touch, deep out of system. Oh, Flavio as well. Brazilian middle. Phenomenal. And you see in so many of these games, they run the pipe so immediately. Like just establishing control in the middle of the court immediately. Such a good run. Throws it right there. Gets him at his peak. Right in system. Clean to a corner. Beautiful, beautiful run. And just a little, wow, nice serve here. Let's see that one more time. High contact. Crisp hand contact too. Really nice serves. Really nice serve again. That's a middle. Doing really well to be athletic. And again, just establishing that center of the court and saying, hey, you guys got to stay in here and middle. You're going to have a tough day. Spiritually gets a great dig there. Let's see. Out of system from Tizi Ulau. Let's see. Sitting back there, bang. In a little seam. Good one leg move from what's his face? You guys know. We'll figure that out later. 23. Flavio, that's what it is. Really nice though. Still a good move. Like he left the seam there, but you got to do what you got to do sometimes in these fast in system situations. Big serves from both sides here. Big serve again. Just keeping that ball high. That'll do fine. Flavio. Big block. But so he gets hit when his arms are pretty straight up. And then he starts to press. That gets tooled. Okay. If he presses earlier there, he might get that block. And I mean, obviously Bucheger's swinging into the block there. Bucheger, where is he from? I forget. Big ace though. But still, like, if you get hit as a blocker, it's your job to be pressing enough to get that block out of bounds. Good run. Flavio, nice little float serve. And, this is something I like to do. I mean, I love how much space Perry is taking up here. Like, he's covering so much. Pushing Davi Skiba out of here so that he can still hit the pipe. And then these guys are challenging him to try and hit over here. And he misses that. And you see him trying to do it outside his body there. See how he's kind of going like that? Not where he's facing. And it just makes a mistake. Challenging that middle to make a harder serve. It's really nice. Look at the form. Look at the form on this pass. Okay? Look at that. Like a true passer, man. Good move, balanced, bang, straight to the target. Runs in. Good touch. Good touch up by Davi Skiba, though. And you see here, like, he's balanced. He's got two options that he's kind of helping with. 3 if you include the pipe. He hits a little split step. He kind of read the setter there. Gets a great touch. Even if it just slows the ball down a bit, it does a lot. He tips. And that's something, too, is if you joust a lot, then if you just tip right over top and, fake the hands out, they might hit the net sometimes. I wouldn't say that's really a move to get intentional with, but that's just something that'll happen sometimes. what a swing. Really nice swing. So Itas, Trentino, I mean, I think I said this already, but their middles look so great so far. Phenomenal arm swing, whippiness, great hand contact. And you see how he just gets his hand on the right side of his ball here and just cuts it so quickly. Bang. Yeah, and I mean, you can control where that ball's going to a certain extent really well with just your wrist. And I mean, you still have to be whippy with it, but still. Michieletto, man. He is so good out of system. He is, I mean, obviously it's partially because he's so tall, but also he's able to get over here, back up, find his feet under the ball, open his body up, take a swing with his arm swing, chop it to that corner. Just slap to a corner with good hand contact. Fari, he's pretty young, I think, right? I don't know. I'll have to check that sometime. Good stepping by the little barrel. If you're calling it, then good take. Again, just out of system. They keep him super high. He's able to just go after the hands. And these guys are just deep, ready for everything off the hands. And, I like this choice by Daviskiba because with how tight it is, Michieletto's not going to be able to take it super sharp cross anyways, so he wouldn't be blocking anything. And with it being tight, these guys, they would have less time to cover the pipe or cover the tip, sorry. So, great read by Daviskiba. And then he swings low into the block there. Oh no, he's swinging pretty high actually. Challenges Michieletto's left hand. Maybe gets a little bit lucky with it. But again, same thing with Flavio. If Michieletto stays high like this and doesn't press more, then it just opens up things for him to get tooled. And that ball's just not going to go down as much as it could. Gosh, what a serve. That's that same guy, I think, man. Beautiful serves. Bigger hands. Nice rip off the hands there. Almost gets a little net trickle ace there. Out of bounds by Michieletto. Teasy tries to chop it short. Stuff happens. And, I was actually working on chopping it short earlier today. And, I think it's much more, like you see how he kind of goes straight like he's hitting a roll shot, like that. But I think it's better to have the ball here. Actually, I'll go to the side like this. Have the ball here and then chop it like on the back of it and just get a ton of topspin on it instead of pop it like that. I think it's more, if you can get consistent with that, it's more reliable to chopping short, in my opinion. So like you see here on this serve, it's in front of him and he's going like that. And you see how it just goes super high and super loopy and then ends up being too deep anyways. I think you can just get slightly less hand contact on it or just like slightly less of a touch and just do that. Deep out of system. Same thing here. Like obviously he's super straight up here, but then he presses really far forward and ends up getting the block because he finishes his arms really well. And he adds to the block a bit too. It adds to the momentum that the ball's carrying, I guess. Spin to float, really nice. The only thing I would say is he kind of drops his hands and it's just less deceptive. But the contact itself really is moving, so it's good stuff. And this is such a small mistake here by Daviskiba. But you see he makes a move. He makes one initial move. And if he stays here, then he might be able to dig this ball. But then you see here, he jumps over again, and then he's off balance, and then he doesn't have enough power or agility to jump back over to that corner. Even though the block gets a really nice touch on the block there. Look at that hustle. That's hustle by the middle. Ready to commit on the middle, hustling over, jumping hard, pressing well, getting a nice touch. That ball should be dug. Spin by Spertoli. This is better. And obviously it's TZ was trying to go to the 4, and Spertili's trying to go to the 2 right here. But see how he just gets kind of on the side of the ball or on the back of the ball? And it's more so, chopping up and having your thumb finish high. Having your thumb finish high instead of like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Figure it out for yourselves if you need to. He had the line open, but stuff happens. Forces it across, still gets a kill. Nice. Yeah. Let's see. Spinner coming at him. Out of bounds. 2 spinners in a row. Well, don't make it 3. Good serve. Deep out of system. I think Davi Skiba thinks it hits the ceiling there. But no matter what, out of system. Let's see. And yeah, he goes for it. But with how lanky Micheletto is, that's really tough to throw it around him. Great swing by him. Is that Porro? Yeah, it's Porro right here. Great arm swing. Takes it super high. Gets a nice tool. And tools, it's hard to predict where you're going to get the kill. But if you're just swinging super hard at somebody's hands, it's pretty reliable. Gosh, great serve. Lots of aces from Modena's side over there. And I think, in transition, I would assume that Trentino is just a better team, or at least a more powerful team. But with the serve pressure, they're up by 6 right now, Modena is. And you see, it's kind of hard to see because somebody's a little bit in the way. Farah is a little bit in the way. But you see how Porro kind of sells out right there, and he's not balanced. And then that ball, and then when his blocker gets a great touch, he's not able to move and get this ball. So try to be balanced on defense, on contact. Try to be ready to move all the time. Bang, middle. Let's see. Good try on the run. Micheletto's just such a great help blocker. Yeah. He's just a good help blocker. And you want to just get it away from him if possible, because he's gonna be able to help so well. Cheeky fella. Good recycle, I guess. Good cover. Honestly, really good cover by the middle. And Perry. Gosh, he's such a good libero, man. He's able to just drop and lose his footing, intentionally lose his footing and just drop where he is just to pop the ball up. Good ball, leads him, goes for it. That'll happen. That'll happen for sure. For sure. Yeah, that's tough. That's a big block. Good block by that middle. And I'm not sure who he is, but I assume he's Italian. I assume he's an Italian fella. Oof, good tip. And he just barely contacts it. Similar to how little you want to contact that ball when you're doing a reverse hybrid serve. It's the same with a tip from the middle, you just want to do your full arm swing and then just barely tip the ball, barely tap it. Big serves from both sides. Perry dimes with the hands, over the top route, love it. He might be over, not sure, we'll find out. Keeps his hands up, nice. Oof, I think he got elbowed in the head. Big serve from the middle again, tape ace. Never intentional, but it works. Davi Skiba, good pass. Oof, gosh, this middle's playing really well. He's got at least 3 blocks so far. It's that quick twitch, it's not a huge load on that jump. It's just a quick twitch and then up quickly, very quickly. Gets his hands to that ball really quickly. Bang. Finishes the ball. Bang. He finishes his hands too. He's quick up and then just, adds a little flick to his hands every single time. Such a good touch. Good run again. Good run again. He's jumping from 10 feet. That's such an athletic move by that middle to get off the net really far. Still approach to the setter with a lot of athleticism. And take it to a nice angle. Rip it real hard. Good for him. Spinner. by Teasy. Inside. Leaves that inside. Good read by Perry. And I mean, you see Perry making a decently big defensive move here. Like he's moving a lot until contact. Until contact, then he finds a balanced split step. You know, like if you're moving a lot, if you're making a big move or whatever, no matter where you are, as this guy's hitting that ball, look how he kind of just hops back and finds some balance. Hops back. You see how he just does a little hop right there. He's fully in the air right now so that he can land on both feet. Boom. And then he is able to go towards the ball and pop it high. Obviously, it's an overpass. It's still such a good move. Same thing here. He's running from back here, getting up, running back in, and then just like hops over, gets himself loaded. And then as they're about to contact the ball, he's jumping forward onto his feet and able to move. Davi Skiba. Yup. Yeah, that's a touch. Davi Skiba, smart man, gets it right on him. Yeah. Yep. 21-14. This is a rough set for Trento already. Davi Skiba, spin to float. And again, same thing, like this is another problem with dropping your hand, is the angle at which you're hitting it is going to be more, facing upward. So that ball's going to kind of pop high a little bit. And you want to keep it as flat as you can, or at least as close to the net as you can. As low to the net as you can, really. But it's still not too terrible. It's still, I mean, he's getting good hand contact on it, and he gets him out of system, But still, let's see. Good swing, good recycle. Spiritually reverse Flotafare. And, I don't know. I mean, on balls like this, where it's a quick transition over on this side for Trentino, this middle's transitioning off the net, getting here. It's kind of a quick route for him. I don't understand the commit there. Maybe it's just like a every time it's perfect type thing for them. Maybe it is. I mean, Flavio's a great hitter, but situationally, challenge that setter to try and hit that route. Like, challenge these guys to be like really clean in a quick transition like this, because this set back here to Fare is easy. That's routine. That's a routine play. Setting it back there, semi in system. TZ throws it out there to the outside. Look at how he just waits here. Look at how far inside he's waiting, and then straight forward, slightly inside, bang, chops it to the line. Nice choice. Yeah, probably a carry. Double. That's weird. Okay. 23-16. Gosh, everything's just tipping the net. And I mean, again, like same deal, like you want to stay as balanced as you can for as long as possible, or else you're not going to be able to like make a move when that ball does something funky. But that's an unlucky play, hitting off the net like that. Big serve. Ooh. And again, like leaving that ball inside and having that outside be able to get in there and then do something with it. Like as that block gets further inside, that opens up more line. It's going to take away more cross, but sometimes there's just a lot to do with that line. Like you can just go toy with this guy back and forth, tip to deep swing, tip to deep swing, tip to deep swing. But you got to have both available. Micheletto goes for the deep corner. It misses out of bounds again. Floater. Yeah, and like, I don't know, again, same deal, like challenging him to go for that line, maybe leaving a little extra space, fair enough. TZ into the net, yikes. Good pass, really nice pass, look at that. Great footwork, steps back, great pass. And this is something that he does well in this one, is keeping strength, I guess you could say, in his arms here. I was passing this morning and I had one where my arms just flew back. But here you see how he keeps his arms forward and goes high, or at least to the target, instead of back. You know, like you're not just spinning aimlessly. You're spinning while trying to hold those arms forward. Similarly to how when you're blocking, you're jumping, facing the net, trying to hold your arms, as you're turning, you know? Phenomenal pass. Middle's available, of course. Really nice. And again, Mickey Leto's able to help and just slow that ball down a little bit, give these guys just a split second more time to react. Really nice dunk by TZ. Look at how high he contacts this too. When he gets pushed forward like this too, like most outsides don't follow this far because there's a very clean D-ball connection, but really nice dunk by TZ. And he did it quick too. It was a very athletic move. Oh, that's rough. And you see Perry gets caught off balance a little bit there. Yeah, that's tough. Not a common thing for him, but maybe he just lost his footing or something. Farre, decent pass, man. Just pops it high. There we go. Look at the patience. Look at the patience and then the acceleration on the jump. And then just a beautiful swing. Facing that deep corner and then just chopping thumb down. Look at how high he contacts this ball too. Like, he's taking it 4-4, but he still needs to contact it almost at the top of the antenna to do so, you know? Especially to get around this huge block. Maybe this guy could press earlier. But still, no matter what, that's a phenomenal swing. Big serve, out of bounds. 3-4 in the second. Big swing. Big old swing right there. All right, again, same deal. Like, that's routine. I don't know. I mean, maybe he's cheating too far. But, I mean, they leave a good amount of line open. I mean, with Perry at libero, you definitely want to try to funnel as many balls to him as possible, but still, you don't want to leave him too much. Such a phenomenal pass. This Porro guy, I really like it. Really like what he's doing. Good pass. Look at that move. Look at how his hands go from, ready, maybe slightly connected. It's not a swing to it. It's not like a pendulum to it. It's straight to it. Straight to it. Direct, straight line to his target, Really nice pass. And immediately holding his platform there too. And then just finishing back. That's a beautiful pass. Oh my gosh. Terrible misconnection, sadly. Just launches it too far. Buchegar not able to take a swing there. And then make Leto up the pipe on 2. Doesn't swing sharp enough. And that ball gets blocked. See, if he swings corner, that should be good. But it looks like it's going from there to there. Maybe landing about there. Just not sharp enough, Oh, it's tough. That's tough, man. Yeah. And you see, like, I would say that because that ball's so far on this side of him, it's obviously going here, Like, these guys probably read it. But he's just pressing forward. He doesn't make a huge move. He doesn't block here. He blocks just slightly to his right. See that small move? It's just a small move to his right. Finishes hard. Bang. Spinner chops it short. Ooh, out of bounds. Teasy twice now. Just messing that up. I mean, that's kind of close to the short chop that I was thinking about, but yeah, it's nice. Davi Skiba just getting up there, ripping it off the hands. And yeah, especially because he's he's a smaller blocker. See, this is better. He's still contacting it, on his way down, which is, kind of cool looking. Not gonna lie. But he just contacts it. Like, you can tell that he's floating it from here, And then he just pops it. It's really close to the net. Oh, I guess maybe not that close. Yeah. And on a ball like this, just miss forward, miss in front of him like this, like miss inside, miss forward. Well, no matter what, miss in front of him because he can adjust to his right easily. So just, yeah, maybe forward more. Porro goes for the recycle off Spertli's hands, which I would say is a good choice. It's a good triple block. Goes pretty decent to it, but just chops. But the problem is the angle at which he's hitting him. It's going here and then bouncing back to him. It's bouncing right back to him. So I guess, again, I think I've said this once or twice before, but if you're going for a recycle, try to hit one of these two guys because this is a good example of it. Going here, and then where is it going to bounce off? It's going to bounce right to you, and then you got to be quick and do something, But if he goes off of these guys, the angle that it's going to hit them, it's going to go to the guys that are actually covering, ready for it, Spertly. Ooh, gets a nice ace. Let me see that one more time. W Skiba. Yeah, and you see, this is kind of an example of him swinging his arms a little bit, where he's, there, almost connected there, connects there, and then see the path of his hands went like that, and now they're here. They're rounded, but instead of straight to it, straight line, here to there, instead of swinging like that. It saves time. It saves a little momentum. It allows you to hold that platform a little bit better. Oh yeah, it's a nice swing. Nice. That's actually something I should probably practice, because it actually does have, this swing right here does have genuine benefit to it, like line is super open, but the ball's behind you. Just being able to launch it like that allows you to swing down the line with some pace. Good touch by Spertli, though. Chop down the line, really nice swing. Who's this fella? Ramon Farragut. He is from somewhere. Shoot, I forget. Nice chop to that corner, though. Especially as that ball gets pushed further inside, these blockers these defenders usually get deeper because they're thinking, okay, it's going to go deep corner, cross. And this guy, a lot of the time, jumps in like for the tip, just like he does, chopping it to the line. And it still has pace. Like, it's not like a loopy ball. It's straight over the block, flat to the corner. Bang. It's a really nice swing. I like that a lot. Spiritually out of bounds. Oh, wait. That was actually kind of close. Spinner. Phenomenal serve, dude. Wow, that's beautiful. Great high contact. Again, it's not just out of system swings that you want to have good high contact on. It's serves too. Like, serving, it gives you so much better range, Yeah, good move. Good shot there, but just gets dug. Now this is much better. And it's honestly harder, but he's just forcing himself to swing to a corner instead. It's just a crazy touch by TZ. But at least he didn't get blocked. It was a great swing. That's a very point-worthy swing, I would argue. Flavio getting blocked. Just quick hands into the angle. He's still on the way up, presses well. Somehow they keep it alive, though. Teasy. Bang. Ooh. Flavio going for a little one-hander. Going into the angle. Risky business there for him. 7-9 in the second. Good pass. Ooh, hello. What a turn. Again, same deal. He's able to just get on the back of the ball there just to get extra angle, Really nice. Really nice. Good defense. Again. This guy's chopped it to the line 20 times now, dude. So again, you see both contacts here. Bang. He gets it on kind of the side of the ball to get more angle. They get dug. Gets back, goes to Farragut on the outside, and he also chops it on the side of the ball just to get some angle on it, just to get angle so that these guys, it looks like it's going there to that deep corner, and then it just chops off the hand a little bit like that, goes off the hands. You can control the angle of the ball with your wrist so well. Some people have a better feel for it than others, but it's a very, very important thing to try out and get used to. Good block. Good patience. Presses. Good press. That's a good block. Floater. Yeah, that might be called a carry. Okay, that's good. See, I will say I don't really like this fully because he's kind of like off balance. But what fixes it for me, great pass by Porro, by the way. Let's see that one more time. But what fixes it is like the physicality of it, of getting full control of the ball and then just launching it very hard and very much down. It's not soft at all. Reverse flow to the outside to Michieletto. Good joust. And I mean, similar to how Teasy just had full control over that ball when he was dumping it, Michieletto does the same thing with his joust and tip, is controlling the ball the whole way so that he can push through the block, Chop. Over the top. Oh, beautiful swing. Somebody's challenging them in the net. Yeah. Okay, they got the net. Spin by Farre. Launches it high by Perry. That's a really nice pass. Let's see. Farre. Deep corner. Great defense in the deep corner, but just adds to it a little bit much. It's out of bounds. Let's see. Farre getting going. Oh, see. No, never mind. Never mind. Let's see. I mean, he just shoves it with his arms, which is fair enough, Ooh. That might have not been for him. I don't know. Gosh, he's able to touch that. It's crazy. Spin. Ooh. See, I feel like he brought that contact down there. Like, just that ball's so in front of him. And then he just brings the ball slightly down, So yeah, there's just that sweet spot of hand contact for you, and just getting used to having that ball there as many times as possible and just as consistently as possible is so nice and so important. Yeah, and one thing I see sometimes is like an overpass like this, and people go, "Oh, it's the setter's job to get this," but this guy right here just says, "No, the ball's up there. I'm gonna go joust. No hesitation at all. My turn to go joust and take care of this ball. Somebody needs to. He chooses to. It's good. No, that's gone. Nice by Spertoli. Spertoli getting a few blocks. I don't know. I mean, Daviskiva sadly is just getting blocked a lot right now. And he's got some weight on his shoulders, for sure, where he needs to take a lot of out of system swings. But that doesn't need to come with errors. Like you see this chop here, deep out of system, he could go for it, and I mean there's no one up, so he could maybe even get a kill. But instead he just puts pressure on, takes him out, and then now they're able to get a good block, get a good touch, and now they're swinging again. Pretty in system too. Ooh, wow, off his head. Farre, good rip. Sadly, sometimes swinging hard pays off, though. Spin by Michieletto. Perry gets messed up by the net. Oof. Looks like a very similar ball, and Perry just has to make a weird adjustment. Teasy taking out the D ball, out of system triple block. But Daviskiva stops himself short. It's an idea. But I just don't know. I don't know. He hasn't gone sharp cross yet. That's the problem. Is like, yeah, that'd be sweet to get a block there. But he hasn't gone sharp cross like that. He's gone line a ton, which great block here. by TZ and the middle, but then Davi Skiba leaves a gap and they get a kill in it. It would be fair if he, was consistently going sharp cross on them and getting them out of system, but that's just not what was happening. Das Trentino. This guy's fun, man. Very good. Very good. Good spinner. Ooh, wow. Really hangs that ball for him. I don't know if that's late by the middle or high set, but fair enough recycle. Davi Skiba gets blocked again by Spertoli, dude. Crazy. That's crazy. Spertoli's getting a bunch of blocks on Davi Skiba, which it's smart for Davi Skiba to challenge him there, for sure. But he's got to challenge him much higher. Good step in by Perry. Perry's got great hands. You see him run a full offense. Like, he's running an offense there. Like, instead of just, okay, high out of system, let's see what happens. Let's remain in system. Even if it's not the system, it's a system that's putting more pressure on the block than just, setter's out, let's put it super high. There's going to be scramble plays that force you to do so, but avoiding those as much as possible is very, very important and helpful. Big time out of system here. See, like this, that's a ball where it's okay. Whatever. We're way out of system. Everybody would need to just sprint to the ball and whatever, but still. Reverse flow, I really like that ball. Goes forward. And the ball gets pushed forward. If the middle's following him, bang. Straight back, solo block. Bang, just like that. Spinner. Nope, brings it down. Chops that. He really, honestly, I don't know, maybe it's just kind of how he swings all the time, is just chopping it like that with crazy hand contact. That's interesting. Bang, good serve. What a great pass, though. Just launches it high. Like this right here, where Fare is physically advantageous. He doesn't bring the ball down. He stays high like that. And then this is good space right here. Anywhere in the hand. Bang. Yeah, that ball's gone. 24-17 for Trentino. Easy, good pass, and then boom. Straight over top. And I'm fine with this ball. Like, it's inside, but it honestly completely deceives these guys because it's inside, because it's just a little slower. They think it's the middles. Then nobody's up for him. And if he's just patient on that ball, he can bounce it down the line. Very good with an overpass. Okay, good run. Bang, right over top. Good patience by the middle. Good job by him. But you see patience by the middle. You see patience by him. But then you see Fare gone. Trying to get back. He's not able to. Good run. Spinner. Bang, pops it high. Again, so many of these serves so many of these passes are just put the ball high. It's a huge serve. Put the ball high. And of course, if you get a ball like this where it's pretty much a roll shot, dime it, easy money. Cool. And then you're in system, good swing. But if it's a huge serve, then pop it high, give yourselves a chance instead of taking a gamble, Good job. Ball's left inside again. Chops it down the line. Really nice. It's a really interesting ball right there, too. And Spertoli kind of sells out on the setter dump, which is fair. TZ's an offensive setter for sure, but I don't know. Fare swinging out. And that's not a bad miss. Look at this. That's not a bad miss at all, by any means. That's not a bad miss. He misses by 2 feet out of bounds. That's not a bad miss. I could easily catch hands. That could all easily just be in with a single finger contact, Bang, far right down the line. Really nice swing. But again, they're trying to funnel it to Perry right into his lap because he just gets hit and pops it high. Yeah. And I mean, on a ball like this, against a big triple block like that, you got to just swing high at it and hope for a recycle. Yeah. And I don't know, I would love to see a quick in-system ball to that, but that'd be tough. That'd be tough to trust the setter there. Really nice run. Again, same thing. Setter's out. Do you do something about it? Do you run a system of some sort, or do you just give up and put a high ball up there? Can you still challenge the block somehow? Good little chop by Porro. Ooh, Perry, just kamikaze. I mean, he gets so many digs. He's such a great defender. He's very similar to Gerbenikov in my opinion. But I don't know. I mean, I feel like he just runs inside a little bit too much sometimes. Great serve, great pass. Straight to the middle OT. Off the hands. Good close by Daviskiva. That's fine. That's good. Unlucky touch, honestly. It's just on his wrist instead of in the front of his wrist, in the inside of his wrist instead of on the there, that's it. I think that's touched by the blocker, and then on this side. Wow. Daviskiva's getting blocked a lot right now. I mean, some of these balls are weird, but it's just tough. Man. Out of system, Daviskiva. Good choice to joust there. Maybe if he could have swiped or something, but still a good joust. And then helps on the pipe. Michieletto chops to the corner. That's a really nice swing. A swing like this could easily be OT as well. As long as you're swinging deep there, you're come on, that's a really nice swing. Michieletto gets the tape. Buchager low into the block. Off the hands, doesn't get a kill. Inside, drops it. It was a little sketchy, I'm not going to lie. Because Perry could have landed on TZ, but good. What's happening here? What's happening? I don't know if the block hit that or not. I don't know. Too many hits? What? Yeah, okay. Yeah, it looks like Daviskiva's subbed out now. It's fair. He's gotten a lot of chances and he's gotten blocked a lot. So immediately good for this guy for getting a nice kill. Yeah, that's a really nice serve. It's just moving on him. Good pass by Farragut, though. We got 7-7 right in this third here. Let's see, Spiritually, what you got going? What you got going for you? Out of bounds. Yeah, and Fari's missing a few of these, just a little bit out of bounds. Good choice to go back to him, though. Yeah, and it's not like he does anything special to fake people out. It's just it's almost just neutral body language, not giving them anything, and then just a quick motion to whatever he is setting, in system like that. That's really nice. Just not showing them anything and then going, That'll fake them out just as much as showing them something and then doing something else, Yeesh. Yeah, I would say off balance like this. I don't know. I mean, it looks like TZ, obviously he's going to be great on the balls that are on his head really tight, and he's going to be able to either dump or just grab them if he's back row and set them. But it looks like he struggles to get his feet to the ball and go straight up because he's jumping from here and then the ball is way over there. So he's jumping to this, so he's not going to get as high. If he's more disciplined or at least faster to the ball, he can get his feet under where he could contact it and then get it early, and then he could save that. And I mean, he wants it on top of the setter, he wants it pretty tight to the net, but it's just a tough little balance. You want to challenge it, but you don't want to go overpass, Gosh, good swing. And you're on the pipe here, you're thinking, okay, I'm on a solo block, that's great. He still needs to take a disciplined swing to a good angle, or else he's getting blocked. Like, that's a good blocker in front of him. At this level, you just can't get lazy. It's easy out of system here. Good ball, good cover. Ball's up, super high. Let's see. Good swing, man. Bad communication by Trentino. Only one blocker's up. They could have either gotten the block or the dig, but only one guy's up, so they didn't. So that guy gets tooled inbounds almost. Ball's up. Let's see. Bang, good swing. Who is this fella? Arthur, good swing, dude. Phenomenal swing. Spinner out of bounds. Floater Flavio going to that 5 spot. I like it. Yeah, man. Perry's just ready to run an offense, Nice swing. Really nice swing. Delay in the approach. Then acceleration. Hits it on his way up. Contacts it high. Great angle, great spot. That's a really nice take. Really nice swing. Good serve, too. Starting him off strong. Out of bounds. Ooh, I like this. See, I think this is better than what Davi Skiba was doing. This might not be as good contact, but it still moves a bit, and it still just is, weird on him almost. Just a good pass by Michieletto. Spinner. Yeah. Let's see. Go in the middle. Spare it to the outside to Michieletto. Yep. Thanks. And it's just that he transitions there, and then it's just when he starts to go on his route, it's just 1-2. Angle himself out, get his arm swing, chop it to the line. Really nice. 14-14 in the third. Out of system. Let's see. Arthur, good tip. Again, same deal. This guy's coming in for the tips as that ball's going further inside. Deep corners available as well, but he tips it quick to the line. Nice. Really nice. And I mean, I think that if he stays there, he can get the dig, but if he's balanced, he can also get the dig too, because you see how he has to land his feet super far just to try and reverse that momentum that he just created all the way that way, and then he's not able to move, Good pass. I'm okay with that pass, Yeah, that's OT. Yeah, I mean, good for him on that, you can't really do much defensively against that. It's just a really, really nice swing. It's just not something people really do much. Arthur starting to go off, man. Nothing crazy. Oh, this is crazy, but the amount of pressure and power that he puts into that tip isn't anything crazy. But it's really deceptive. Doesn't give that blocker time to adjust. Doesn't really give the defense time to do anything either. Reverse float. Really good. Good read by Perry. Wow. He sees Teasy's out of spot, and Perry just goes for the ball there. Good for him, man. Such a good libero, man. Such a good libero. Then just a really good swing by Arthur. Spin to float, putting pressure on their platform passing. It's a good swing. Good pass. Let's see. Bang. Look at that. Again, thumb down, taking a nice angle with his wrist. Look at how his hand is. His hand is literally like this as he's hitting that ball. I don't know how good it is for their shoulders to do that, but it's such a good swing. No, I don't think that's down, is it? I think that's up. Good serve, though. That's rough. And I like, same deal. Like, I do think that Perry gets so many phenomenal digs, but here it's just another example that he's just too far forward, and then the ball goes at his shoulders almost and just lands way behind him. You know, I would rather get beat in front, because then I'm thinking that's probably the block's fault, you know? And in front of me, I can make moves towards. Behind me, it's really hard to, like, make a weird adjustment that's straight at my chest, you know? And, I mean, some people get really good at passing a ball that's at their chest, or, like, you know, digging a ball that's at their chest, but still, I think it's easier to dig one that's in front of you. And you can also assume that there's a problem if a ball continues to just land in front of you, or, like someone's hitting in front of you all the time. You know, then maybe you step forward, or you tell your block to figure it out. Unless they're going OT, you know, then it's kind of understandable. But you got 21-19 out of system. Let's see. Far right to a greats. And I mean, again, like, it works on this other side too. It works on the mirrored right side here too. Like, if you just mirror the whole concept of an inside ball, it works there too. Like, you see him going towards the tip, chop it to the corner there. More line is open. This guy's moving over, bang, straight to that corner. And let me point something out. He's contacting it high. He's not taking a ton of pace off. The ball never goes up. It's just flat off his hand, straight to the corner. Bang. Really nice swing. Floater, good pass by Porro, over the top. Love it, love it, love it, love it. He could probably rip this towards the one, but he stays towards the corner, and it's still gonna get him. Like, again, like, even though I think this guy's from Romania, but even though he's kind of covering more so over the 5, and there's a help blocker there, and he's, you know, there's more space to directly score in the 1. But because he stays high and rips it hard and is, like, aiming towards the corner instead of, you know, bounce town or 6 spot, he's still able to get a kill because it's high off the hands. It's high off of his block instead of low, you know? Even though the block's there where he's swinging, he's still able to score on it. Great serve, man. Great serves again. This guy is going off. Porro, what a game. See ya. Number 11, man. Number 11, Porro, having a great game. I might have to watch him a little bit extra after this because he's having a phenomenal game. Tough one off the tape. Stuff happens. Floater, Trentino, trying to start this set here with some advantage, you know. And again, same deal. Like, TZ's obviously a very athletic and physically gifted setter. But if he's not able to get his feet to the ball here, then he can't set this ball. He can't set a bad pass, you know. And falling away like that, that's not what you want to look like when you're attacking. Like, that should be a free ball. That should not score. I'm not going to lie to you. That shouldn't score. He's tall, so he can still get it over the net, but look at that serve, man. Like, that's better. That's better to me than what Davi Skiba was doing. High toss, aggressive approach. He just got a bunch of good aces. Big arm swing. Like, he's fully getting his arm swing. Contact's it pretty high. Mostly, yeah, pretty high. The contact isn't perfect, but it just messes with these guys. Gets some big time out of system there. Good recycle, man. See, this is the recycle that I think it was Porro attempted on Spertili earlier that he got blocked on. Look at the angle that this ball comes off the block here. Goes straight to the guy's covering. So he goes straight to his teammates. And that's because he hit, the middle or the third? Yeah, he hit the third blocker there, you know? Instead of the guy blocking the line. Yeah, no point in pulling your hands for Micheletto, man. You're only gonna get a soft touch anyway, so you need to get it. He's going for OT so consistently, so yeah. Yeah. Oh, I feel like TZ can grab this ball. Like, I feel like he can. Good swing by the middle, though. I feel like he can grab that ball. Like, not set it, but I think he can reach over and block that ball. Good swing. Don't be scared. Don't be scared because you got a double block. Just take a better angle. Hit it sharper. There's always more. Big serves. Chested him. Straight to the chest. Oof, wow. Modena getting some aces now. Out of bounds. Well, they've gotten aces the whole game. I wonder how many aces there's been this whole game, man. TZ doing the little Micah Christensen fake out action there. He might have touched that ball. I don't know. Great swing. I mean, not a bad soft touch, but Perry's short. I mean, Fari just hit it really hard, so it went pretty deep. Let's see what Tizzy does here. Let's see. Everybody's real short, real shallow there. That's out of bounds, man. Really? Maybe this is why they're trying to force him down that line. Yeah, I mean, it's a smaller scoring window down the line, you know. Look at that hustle by Spertoli. Look at that movement on the ball, you know. And if Porro can get his great hand contact, like if Porro can serve the ball that he did with that deceptiveness, with TZ's hand contact, that ball's going to get a lot of people. Look at that. Look at that movement. Almost aces him. Micheletto. Yep. Really nice serve or swing. OT straight down. Straight down. That's nice, man. And he's, you know, that's messing with them short deep as well. Like that's dropping right in front of him. It's tough to get. Puts him into a bad spot. Puts him in a tough spot where Spertoli has to set one-handed. There's no pipe. There's no D-ball. It's just right there. Bang. Gets blocked. Spin to float again. Phenomenal serves, man. Oh, that's rough. And then 19, Buchegar just getting faked out there. Just wait. Just be patient, fella. Just be patient. If he's able to hit the middle there with that tempo and that perfect ball, like, fair enough. But it's more likely that he's going to try and toss it out to the outside because there's less chance of a setting error there. You know, there's just a bigger window to hit, you know. Good serve. Let's see. Oof, phenomenal angle by Flavio. And, you know, he's got such a great arm swing where it's high, but then still elbow first. And he's still able to take such great angles with it. Like, it's here, and it's almost like his elbow gets to the ball first. Like, gets to where he's swinging first, and then his forearm follows and takes the angle, you know? 8-8 in the fourth. Good serve. Good run. Good run. Great swing. I want to say that one more time. Yeah, it's a really nice swing. Got him. Rough. Oh, see you ball. Hello. Chopped. Parry. Dime. Nope. Never mind. That's way out of system. Good recycle. I mean, I guess maybe if you're off the net and you throw it with enough pace, it might come back to you and you can recycle it. But it's just a tough ball to recycle, man, because it's just like so quick and you're landing and all this and that. You know, it's just a little bit difficult. Let's see what Porro does. Gosh, beautiful chop. Gosh, man, that's such a beautiful swing. Straight outside the block. Right, I think it might have chipped Micheletto's arm, but phenomenal swing and angle regardless, you know? Parry, dimes, yep. And that's why if you're a big setter and you're jumping and you think that this guy's going to jump with you, set the D-ball. You're going to get yourself a no block. Yeah. Buchegar is getting real hyped now. Great swing. He's getting hyped. He's in the zone, but he misses the serve. Yeah. If you're all hyped up and you're going on a run, don't miss your serve, man. Please. Looks like he's adjusting to a rough toss there, jumping really far forward and to his right. Drops it short. Makes Mickey let him move at least. Oh yeah. Good tip. Just drops it off. Puts it high to the outside here. Good hands. Let's see. Up the pipe. Oh yeah. Buchega runs forward. Gets hit. Gets hit, man. Let's see. Spiritually out to Mickey Leto. Off the hands. 11-13. Perry, good adjustment. Look at that quick adjustment, man. He's here. Hits the net quickly. Bang. And that's a very different dump than a lot of his other ones. But it's almost like he's like grabbing his wrist here. You see that? It's almost like he's just right here. He's right here, like touching his wrist, and then he's able to just fall through, Very nice. Very cheeky. TZ's a fun setter. I like him. He's just he's just got to get his feet to the ball on some of these tight balls, man, instead of being off balance and diagonal, I guess you could say, or leaning a certain way, I guess you might want to say. I don't even know. But let's see, Fare. Yup, ripping across. Blocks too far outside. Fare rips it to the cross corner. Really nice. Yeah, and on a ball like that, you're not going to, most people can't really OT the block on a scenario like that. So you just got to rip to that corner, try to get outside the block instead. Or get a tool. You can just rip it towards the high part of the block, but still, nice read by Porro. So calm. He's not doing anything crazy back here. He's not running around, going crazy, whatever. He's just balanced, and then palms are up, Good dunk. Good dunk. Nice. Good cover by Spertoli. Let's see. Fare. Bang. Off the up. He got that. Spinner. Good pass by Porro. He's playing so well, man. He's playing phenomenal. Look at that. He passes the ball, finishes his pass, holds it, makes sure it's good, waits, and then goes explosively to the pipe. Bang. Really nice arm swing and everything, too. Wow, that's beautiful. It's a beautiful swing. Let's see here. Ooh, out of bounds. Can't tell. It's kind of hard to tell. Whoa, what happened to this guy's hand? Must have touched Buchega, I don't know. Perry, good pass. Yeah, he can just sacrifice himself for that ball. Yeah, just quick that corner. Just in system, if you can go quick to a corner, nobody's touching that. Nobody's taking that. Nobody's blocking that. It's so hard to stop that. Good recycle, but sometimes that just happens, man. Yeah, that's rough. All right, 19-16. Whew. Modena putting so much service pressure. They have a lot of aces right now. And it's not they're not missing. They're missing sometimes, but it's after 3 serves. It's not, oh, come on. Where's the situational awareness, bud? Where's the situational awareness? You got to understand it's a triple block. Nobody's up there. Throw it high to your setter. Let him take a rip. Porro's not there, bro. Yeah, good reset. Just reset. Deep, high. Sorry, yeah, put it high. Give him time. Middle. Good cover by Perry. Yeah. Little hop step made him agile on his feet there. Porro getting beautiful recycle. This is another beautiful recycle by him. It looks like it went into Fare's hands, but still went high enough where it was fine. Even though he went straight on, which I think on this recycle, you'd rather hit Flavio's hands is Flavio. Yeah, it's Flavio. I think it's Flavio anyways. Yeah, you'd rather hit Flavio's hands so it goes to these guys more, but it looks like it just was high enough where it was fine. Then Bootjager getting another nice swing to the corner, man. Beautiful. Big serves. Another tape ace, dude. Tape ace, nope. And like again, he got however many serves on that run, and then he makes an error, which is totally fair. Phenomenally efficient. Eat that up. It's good service pressure. And again, they're ripping. They're just throwing it high, full arm swing, great hand contact, ripping it deep into the court. Out of system every time. Gosh, yeah, it's very hard to win a game when you're out of system when you're out of system so consistently. But with Mickey Aletto, it makes it a lot easier. That's for sure, because he can take a really nice swing to the corner like this. Out of system. Oof. Service pressure changes the game, man. All right, let's see. Out of ball, out of bounds. Big serve again. Good pass this time. Maybe over. Oof, hello. Porro trying to get cheeky, which is fair. I don't mind it. He just wasn't ready. It worked out, though. Puts him under pressure. Hands, man. Mickey Aletto's just going off the hands all the time, man. Just all the time. Oof. And I mean, Trentino's trying to make a comeback here, especially with Mickey Aletto on the line. But that's game. Missed the serve. Thanks for watching, guys.